Coming up on DigiTalk, World of Warcraft is becoming another Monopoly game, and MySpace is coming back to life. Later in the show, Jay will talk about the new Windows 8. We also have my App of the Month tonight, so stick around. This is DigiTalk. Hi everyone, welcome to DigiTalk. My name is Sarah.
And my name's Jay.
We're glad you guys could join us tonight. We have a really cool show for you, so I hope you guys can stick around and have some fun with us. There are a couple ways to contact us. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/digitalkshow, or you can email us at digitalkshow@hotmail.com. And of course, you can call us live tonight at 978-777-2720. So, Jay and I are ready to get the show going for you. We have quite a bit of news to talk about this week, so let's get right into it. It's time for the news. The European Union has unconditionally approved Google's buyout of Motorola Mobility. This deal is estimated to be worth around $12.5 billion. Google has said that it plans to use Motorola to, quote, supercharge the Android, end quote. Motorola's 17,000 patents and its 7,500 pending patents applications sure will help Google along. Google may be trying to get into the tablet market with these patents. Then again, they could just want to have more firepower against Apple, which claims that Google's partners are infringing upon its own patents via the Android operating system. But in any case, it will be an interesting story. Watch out for what Google is coming down the pipe. We'll keep an eye out and we'll keep you posted on this story. So what do you think?
Google wants to get their hands on everything.
I mean, who doesn't? Apple really does kind of have the market on the tablets and stuff like that.
I saw that they had $500 market share, so that was pretty amazing. But
oh yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Google experience. I had one for a while and it just didn't work out.
I mean, they've really become even ineffective in the sense of just, you know, searching for things online. I can't get anything I want when I search at Google anymore. Exactly. There's so much advertising.
Yep.
You know, it's just, it's outrageous. Not everything has Amazon.com attached to it.
Right.
Sorry. Doesn't happen.
And the popular massive multiplayer online game World of Warcraft will soon be getting a new clone. No, not a new competing computer game, but a board game. Blizzard, the publisher behind World of Warcraft and StarCraft, is partnering up with Hasbro to release the World of Warcraft Monopoly and StarCraft Risk. The new Monopoly game will have the spaces on the board named and modeled after the regions in the World of Warcraft RPG, and the Risk game will have different game modes so that it's not the same old Risk you're used to playing. There is no set release date for the games as of yet, but it seems like Blizzard is trying to make up for the fact that there was no BlizzCon this year. I think it's a pretty cool idea, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really subscribe to that. I'm not really a big WoW fan.
Yeah,
I'm not
me
into
either.
it.
But, you know, they've had some success with, like, Star Wars Monopoly and stuff, so it's kind
That's
of
true. They have, like, The Simpsons. I have The Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly,
different
which
take
is
on it.
Pretty cool.
It's always kind of fun to play. So
It's true. It's definitely true.
Cool.
We'll keep an eye out for it,
watch
see
that.
if it's any good. All right, well, this is not a tech story, it's entertainment, but this story has made big headline news, so we feel obligated to report on it. The Grammys have come and gone, and Adele took home the cake. The singer made her comeback by winning all 6 of her 2012 Grammy nominations. She also took home Song of the Year and Record of the Year from Rolling Stone. As Adele took to the stage for her awards, she cried. She told her audience that her inspirations for one of her songs was a, quote, rubbish relationship, end quote. Whether you like Adele or not, you should be looking out for her in the coming months. And if you have never listened to her songs, give her a chance. I mean, she's already impressed plenty of people. I loved the Grammys.
Yeah,
you know.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him, but you know, and I don't know too much about Adele other than a couple songs. But I think
she's pretty fantastic. She's really about the whole, you know, it's about my voice type of things. Because people have even said to her, "You should probably diet," and she goes, "You should probably mind your own business."
That's right. Yeah.
I love
She's
a girl
authentic.
that
That's
can
good.
say that. You know.
I'll have to check out her album. And CNET has a review of Sony's new PlayStation Vita online, and the reviews are very good. The new handheld will launch in the United States on the 22nd. The Vita has already launched in Japan. CNET has said the device, quote, delivers amazing visual on its 5-inch OLED touchscreen that looks almost as good as PS3 graphics. The system's launch lineup is very impressive and allows for downloading of some games, including all first-party titles, over the PlayStation Network, end quote. However, the Vita has a few hidden costs, such as needing a memory card to save and download games. There's also a lack of backwards compatibility for older PSP games. Overall, though, the Vita looks like it will be a strong contender with the Nintendo 3DS and should see some strong sales. I've heard a lot about the Vita, and that's one of the big complaints is that you have to shell out even more money just to save games. And
it's true.
So, and I know that their past handhelds have not done very well. So
I mean, I really feel like the handheld gaming system is really obsolete unless you have it for younger gamers who don't have something like a cell phone.
Right.
I mean, if you're walking around with a cell phone in one pocket and a gaming system in your other pocket, the chances are you're going to lose one.
Right.
If you're me, you're going to lose one or both.
Right.
So, I mean, I really, you really can't do anything with that. But MySpace is still alive. Who would have guessed? Tim and Chris Vanderhook are the two young investors who bought the faded social networking site from New Corp in June of 2011. Apparently have something to show for their investment. MySpace announced that it had over 1 million new signups in the last 30 days. The company also said it's receiving an average of 40,000 new registrations daily. MySpace has been adding new features and improving on old ones they already have, so it may just be worth checking out. In even better news, it is reported that in January, overall visiting traffic has been up. Looks like we may need a new DIGITALK page for MySpace after all.
Yeah, we'll have to go about creating that. I didn't even know MySpace still existed. I was surprised.
It does. Well, it's really big, maybe not for social networking really right now, but
more for bands and stuff to
bands
use it?
were
Yeah.
really, like, just because it was so accessible and you could have your music
Get your
up
music
on the
out
site,
there.
you can have people download it if you want to, and
That's
Facebook
cool.
really hasn't come up as well, like as good as MySpace did for their that type of promoting.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And if you don't have AT&T or are thinking about making the switch, listen up. AT&T is continuing its data cap policy. AT&T has started to cut data among the top 5% of the heaviest cellular data users in some areas. Under a new policy, AT&T has started cutting data speeds as part of an attempt to manage data usage on its network. Some cell phone companies have started to cut data speeds, but Sprint Nextel is hanging on to unlimited data plans without throttling, alone among the big 4 national wireless carriers. Some data speed caps have made the speed so slow as to make the phones practically useless for anything but phone calls and text messages.
So what's the point?
Yeah, I can't say I have that problem because I'm still on Verizon and I've had it for years and I have unlimited data. So.
I mean, I have unlimited data and I have AT&T and I'm extremely lucky as I see right now. But I mean, if you're going to start limiting data, I mean, it's just a way for them to make money. And now they're going to start slowing down speeds on top of it. And it's just a waste. I mean, it's really, really sad,
they need
actually.
to relook at that.
And no, I mean, because who doesn't have a smartphone?
Exactly.
You know, we need, and you need that type of thing. And sometimes you don't even know when you're accessing data with apps and stuff like that. And
exactly. You know, I was near a Wi-Fi spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming up after the break, I'm going to preview Windows 8 and talk about its user interface. We also have Sarah's App of the Month later in the show, so you don't want to miss it. This is DIGITALK.
Killer. After I was diagnosed, I didn't feel sick, so I didn't listen to my doctor. then it struck. I had a heart attack, then a stroke, and I was only 49.
People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to suffer a stroke than people without diabetes. And many who survive are severely disabled.
Don't let diabetes destroy your life.
Learn how to reduce your risk of stroke. Call for your free diabetes survival guide.
Can you tell?
Can you tell?
Does it look like I'm fighting a disease?
Fighting.
Fighting.
Fighting for my life.
Like my life expectancy is shorter than yours?
There's no outward sign.
But we're battling every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Worrying, testing,
Treating.
Fighting. Fighting. Diabetes.
Diabetes has been called a silent epidemic. It's time to call it out for what it is. This is Brett Michaels. Join us. Choose to share, act, learn, and give. Help us stop diabetes.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
When I was president, diabetes affected nearly 10 million Americans. Today, more than 21 million children and adults are affected by diabetes, and another 54 million people are at risk of developing.
All right, well, welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us, so this is DigiTalk. My name is Sarah.
And my name's Jay.
And I, hope you guys are having fun. Hope you enjoyed our commercial break. Now, I also want to let you know that you can find our latest shows on DCAT servers at danverstv.org. You'll find these shows and all of DCAT's recent shows by clicking the On-Demand menu button at the top of the page. Now, Jay's got this really cool thing prepared for us. He's going to talk about something new from Windows. So
yeah, Microsoft is about to release a new operating system. So this is my preview of their next operating system from Microsoft. It's simply titled Windows 8. This new version of Windows is quite a departure from what we have seen out of Redmond in the past, and is designed around the use of touchscreens. However, there is no need to fret, as Windows 8 will work with both tablets and traditional PCs. If you have seen a recent Windows Phone or the new Xbox dashboard update, then you already have a feel for what Microsoft Windows 8 will look like. Upon arriving upon the home screen, you will notice an area filled with big touchable panels, similar to apps found on Android and iOS devices. Microsoft calls this new interface Metro. Tapping and swiping is the main way to navigate this new feature, although fans of older versions of Windows will find the usual famous taskbar, file manager, icons for your apps, and everything that is already in older versions of Windows, dating back to Windows 95. Microsoft has created new kinds of apps using HTML5 and JavaScript, and you can expect these apps will be very similar to apps found on tablets like the iPad, for example, weather apps. Microsoft is expected to debut these apps on their own version of the App Store when the operating system is released. People concerned about not being able to run old legacy apps need not worry, because Microsoft has confirmed that they will run side-by-side new Windows 8 apps. However, devices using an ARM processor, like those found on tablets, might have some kind of issues. A public release is expected to be in late February, while a developer preview can be downloaded now by visiting windows.microsoft.com/en-us/windows-8/preview. I recommend not running the beta or developer version on your main PC, but on another spare PC or separate partition on your hard drive. You can also download a Windows 8 guide to learn all about the new features. Will Windows 8 be another good operating system like XP or 7, or is it doomed to fail like Vista? Only time will tell, but it seems like Microsoft is on the right track to creating something truly different that we have seen from them in the past. Keep watching, as we will have some hands-on time and impressions after the release of the public beta.
Well.
So yeah, well, as soon as that comes out, I'm gonna demo it and try it out and let you know my findings.
I miss the days when it was Windows 95, Windows 2000, and you could tell when they were released.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They should still do it by the year. Now
I know.
It's just 7, 8, 9.
You can see the progress, so to speak.
Exactly.
It's definitely, I think it'll be good. I really do not like the new Xbox 360.
Yeah, and that's the way they're really going with the panels, and it's very cluttered, and I've had a problem with that. So
I don't like it. It's hard for me to see and try to figure out how to navigate
it's not
from
user-friendly
this
at all,
way to I'm not a big fan, but we still have more to come. After the break, we have my app of the month, Funny or Die. Find out what this app is and my rating for it. Stay tuned. You're watching DigiTalk.
Diabetes has been called a silent epidemic. It's time we call it out for exactly what it is. A very serious disease that has to be stopped. This is Brett Michaels. Join us. Choose to share, act, learn, and give. Help us stop diabetes.
You say you'd give your right arm to be there for your family? Here's your chance to prove it. Have your blood pressure checked and control it to lower your risk of heart attack and stroke.
Alcohol is the leading contributor to injury and death for people under 21.
You think it's okay?
You think it's okay?
You think it's okay to buy alcohol? To buy alcohol? As long as you take my car keys?
As long as you take my car keys? Taking the keys?
Taking the keys won't stop me.
Won't stop me.
From hooking up?
Drinking until I pass out?
Or getting my face kicked in?
If you want to help keep me safe,
stop kidding yourself.
And stop providing.
Does peace really have a chance within our lifetime? At Rotary, we believe it does. We've created programs at universities around the world dedicated to teaching peace and understanding to a new generation. There is a new symbol for peace, Rotary. Make a difference in District 7930 Rotary Clubs in northeastern Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. Contact us at www.rotarydreams.org. Rotary, building communities, bridging continents, and making a difference with 100 years of service in Massachusetts.
It is a counterfeiter because it can print money at its own discretion.
They set the system up so that debtors are rewarded and savers are punished.
We owe tons of...
All right, well, this is DigiTalk. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight, if you're joining us once again. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Jay. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being with us tonight. Before we get to my app, I want to let you know that you can help out the show by becoming a member of DCAT and taking a couple of production classes if you live in Danvers. DigiTalk is looking for camera operators, lighting technicians, and engineers. Just come to DCAT and let us know, or you can email us at digitalkshow@hotmail.com. This is a great opportunity for those that wish to get into the news business, or for those who just want a taste of what it would be like to be part of a fast-paced show. Come join our crew and be part of the fun. All right, so this is a segment that we've been developing lately called the Craigslist Jokes of the Week. We have been going back and forth on Craigslist trying to find some interesting things on our media online, you know, having fun with stuff like that. So we found some funny jokes for Craigslist, and let's get right into them. So the first joke we found is by My 2 Bits Worth. And it goes a little something like this. This guy was sitting home alone when he heard a knock on the front door. There were 2 sheriffs there. He asked them if there was a problem. One of the sheriffs asked if the guy was married and if he could see a picture of his wife. The guy said, sure, and showed him a picture of his wife. The sheriff then said, I'm sorry, sir, but it looks like your wife's been hit by a truck. The guy said, I know, but she has a great personality and is a good cook, too.
And this is also from My 2 Bits Worth. This city slicker from New York decided he would become a chicken rancher. He went out west and bought property for his ranch, fixed it up, and went to the feed and seed to get some baby chicks. He bought 100 baby chicks and took them home. About 2 weeks later, he went back to the feed and seed and brought 200 more baby chicks. 3 weeks later, he was back at the Feed and Seed and bought 500 more baby chicks. The manager of the Feed and Seed commented that the chicken rancher was surely starting out with a lot of baby chicks and that he must have a huge ranch by now. The rancher simply stated, "My ranch isn't doing as well as I thought it should. I don't know if I'm planting them too deep or too far apart."
Oh, the poor baby
babies.
chickens. They're not supposed to be buried. That's so sad.
Oh, poor chickens.
I know, right? That's really sad. I really hope no one
little
ever
disturbing.
tried that. It's a little bit morbid, you know. It kind of brings up the whole City Slickers vibe, the Billy Crystal
Billy
movie.
Crystal, yeah.
But you know, it's a little bit scary. Yes. So, but now we have my app of the month, which is Funny or Die. Now, I'm sure if you have a computer, you have seen the video clip or video little mini series, The Landlord with Will Ferrell in it. Now, Funny or Die is like YouTube with really funny, mostly just funny videos, and there's a lot of celebrities that actually show up. A lot of the videos actually do even go on YouTube eventually. But this app is just Funny or Die videos, and you can actually vote on them, whether they are funny or they die. So, I mean, you really have two options. Pretty simple. But most of the videos, at least I've seen, I can't stop watching. They're really, really funny. I suggest you go download this app. It is free, and you get all of these awesome videos that are formatted for your phone. They're really great. They tend to download really quickly, too. My ranking for this app this week is a 10 on the dang scale. It is fantastic. I really, really liked it. The minute I downloaded it, I just started watching all these different videos. They're really, really funny, as I said. So definitely check it out. This one's worth your time. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm gonna go download it right when we're done.
Oh yeah, it was so funny. I mean, I've seen The Landlord a couple of times,
Yeah.
and I watched it, and actually Will Ferrell has like the outtakes of him and his daughter doing the scene, and she's just so cute and so funny.
So it's an app that just takes basically the videos from the website. Is that how it works?
And it's really kind of it's kind of like that. It shows, you know, the most watched and the most highly rated on one thing or on one page of it, and then you can search for different ones. I mean, I haven't found one that I didn't think was hilarious.
Sounds good.
So
check it out.
Definitely worth the time, worth the effort.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Well, I'm sorry, but this is the end of our show tonight. We had fun.
We did?
We did. We definitely had fun. If you guys didn't have fun, we definitely had fun. But once again, there are a couple ways of getting in contact with us. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/digitalkshow or email us at digitalkshow@hotmail.com. Now stay tuned to DCAT for Off the Shelf coming up at 7:30. From all of us at DigiTalk, thanks for watching, and we'll be seeing you in 2 weeks. Have a good night, everyone.
See you guys.